Next tonight, the tiny beetle that's blighting farmers' lives by decimating their crops of oilseed rape. The flea beetle has been dubbed the beast from the east because it's steadily spread across the country to Oxfordshire from East Anglia. It's believed it's gradually taken hold since a controversial pesticide was banned. Angela Walker reports.
This field of oilseed rape in Woodstock should be in full flower by now, covered in the yellow flowers we're so familiar with in our countryside in spring. But the larvae of a tiny beetle has devastated this crop and many like it, reducing the plants to this.
The larvae have gone into the leaves, and from the leaves they're going into the stem of the plant. So as you open the plant up, you'll see the larvae there.
The flea beetle larvae eat the inside of the plant's stems, preventing them from taking in water and nutrients. More than 20% of the UK's rapeseed fields are already affected. Farmers used to protect their crops by using a seed treatment called neonicotinoids. These were banned 2 years ago, following protests by people concerned about the effect on bees.
We would say very strongly that we should be looking at alternative production systems which reduce our reliance on those insecticides in the first place. The mode of action of these products is to interfere with the nervous system of any insect that ingests it. And certainly in the case of bees, it affects their ability, A, to find their way home, and secondly, it can actually kill them.
I'm not going to invest money into growing a crop that we could end up in this situation again in another year's time. So chances are we'll go towards an alternative, whatever that may be at the moment, which doesn't have the flowers, it doesn't have the benefits for the bees and the wildlife that oilseed rape does.
Some experts have told me farmers here are expected to operate to the highest standards, but claim there's a threat from cheaper overseas imports, and that's threatening the future of the industry.
We can import GM maize, we can import GM soya and palm oil and so on, but if we're talking about food produced in this country to the standards we expect, we simply can't afford to compete with that. So I think unless we are allowed those new tools and new technologies to grow food better, then food production in this country will cease within the next 10 years.
Farmers and the Soil Association are now trying to find new methods to avoid future infestations. Those whose crops are already affected will have to wait until harvest time in July to find out the full extent of the damage. Angela Walker, BBC South Today.